Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. I will be doing an energy reading now for the sign of Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Sagittarius for the rest of the month of September 2019. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to link in with the guides and see what energy is coming in for you guys, and then we'll just pull some cards from. I'm using the Witch's Tarot deck by Ellen Dugan, just to validate some of the information and maybe get some more sort of insight. So yeah, let's just start then. I'm just going to link in with the guides now. And okay, interesting. So for some of you, I feel like, especially if you are Sun Sagittarius, this is probably going to apply to you more, this bit of information. They're drawing my attention to the end of September and then again the end of October. So this, it's like almost like a continuation. So whatever your day is going to be like around the end of September, I feel it will mirror the end of October for Halloween. They're just showing me a link here, or a mirroring. So if you're, maybe you have a really good day on the sort of on that day, and then your Halloween's also really good. They're also talking here about a very kind of bright, promising, optimistic type of venture that I feel like some of you may be starting to look at. They're asking you here to, it's like an investment of time. There's an investment of time that they're looking at, asking you to sort of think about, maybe sort of the rest of this month. It could also be a joint venture. So if you're working with, you know, sort of more than you, there's sort of other people involved, this could also relate to this as well. There could also be 3 people that are involved, but they're talking about a joint venture here that is going to take off around the end of September. And again, it's like there's a lead up here, and then the end of September is looking very good, and then again the end of October, similar energies here. But they're just showing me the Sun card in the tarot deck. I mean, I'm holding the tarot, so it'll be interesting to see if that comes out. But there's something very, there's like an invigoration. I feel like you guys might be going through a bit of I feel like if there's a sort of few other signs that are a little bit sort of lethargic around this month, I feel like you guys might be strong with energy. It's like someone's got an idea to do something here and is really looking to take that forward. The guides are just saying sort of unstoppable energy. It's very much a chariot type of energy here. Very focused, very driven energy. And they're just saying it's like if you've had up until this month where you've kind of felt like you've been pulled back a bit, this energy is very different. I feel like you're forging very quickly, like ahead. Full speed ahead, they're saying. So whatever you've got your eyes on this month, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Sagittarius, I feel like this could really take off. There's definitely some movement here around, especially career-wise. It's interesting because they're also saying as well, if you've been a little bit out of sorts and maybe up until this month you felt not really yourself, it's like it's almost like you were bubbled up until that point. It's like they're showing me someone being protected energetically here, almost like in a cocoon. And again, it's interesting where you got, you know, it's a Virgo season at the moment. That's very much the hermit type of energy, very insular, very kind of introspective. But I feel like you guys have already done that maybe, and that you're kind of forging ahead. You already know what you're going to do. There's something very different. And it's interesting because they're saying as well here, I think Jupiter is currently in Sagittarius. I think Jupiter's actually in Sagittarius. And I feel like that has an effect towards you guys. There's a kind of lucky energy going on here. It's like whatever tracks you're laying around this part, this kind of time, there's going to be a very fruitful outcome based on the, they're saying about a conjunction. If someone's I'm trying to think, the Sun's currently in Virgo. Yeah, it's like if someone's personal planet especially is very much conjunct Jupiter, it's like there's a very big sense of change and sense of kind of lucky movement forward, very kind of optimistic, very, plans are being laid, but they're not just being laid, they're actually taking off. There's something very fast paced around this. I mean, typically around this month, it's kind of a very different energy. It's a bit of a breath of fresh air. I feel like maybe you guys have kind of been waiting for this, and this is your push. Look around. I mean, obviously we've got the full moon tonight in Pisces, but I feel like I want to draw you guys to the 18th of this month when Saturn goes direct, because I feel like that could also really influence you. So look around for the 18th for that as well. They're also talking here about preparing for a rainy day. It's like someone's putting all of their energy into one project, or they're making provisions for something here. It's like there's a journey. It's like someone's really buckling down to sort of prepare for a long-term project or journey or idea. It could be a new chapter. I feel like you guys could be seeing a bit of a new chapter starting here. But it's like someone's in this for the long haul. There's a very kind of stable energy with this, where it's not just kind of this very erratic in and I'm just losing interest and I'm gone. This is like someone's really preparing for the long haul. So if this is you and you're really focused at the moment, I feel like your plans that you're putting in place are going to be very successful, because it's like you're actually viewing this in a very stable long-term manner. It's very grounded. It's not a kind of 3 seconds, you know, like I'm kind of focused on this and now I'm being distracted somewhere else. It's not like that. That energy is just, it's a different kind of energy. It's it's almost a very determined energy here. They're saying as well, if you've been messed around, it could also be that that's propelling you forward. But the guides are just saying here, someone was really messed around, and I want to go back 3 months. So if you've had the last 3 months where you've just not had things go normal or right for you, or things haven't really been pushed forward, I feel like you're going to see a very large change. You're going to see, especially if the end of the month for you is positive, you'll see that reflective in October and again for the following 2 months after that. So it's all, again, it's this mirroring. It's like 3 months back, 3 months ahead. We're in this pin. It's almost like we're in the eye of a storm here. Now, if you've had the last 3 months where it wasn't as straightforward, there was a lot of chaotic, I can't speak, a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of kind of toing and froing. Yes, there is a mirroring going on for the next 3 months, but it's not that it's not a chaotic, disruptive energy. It's a productive, busy energy. So there's a real kind of eye of the storm at this point. It's like there's something around this full moon for you guys that is very much, I feel like this is potentially a bit of a new chapter for you guys. A 0 point. It's like there's a tipping point to this. It's like someone's putting lots of different weights on this scale, and it's kind of been like that, you know, a little bit kind of out of your control almost. Sorry, when I channel, my nose runs, so you'll have to I apologize if I'm like rubbing my nose, but I don't really want to have like, yeah. This is getting really bad as well. It's just because I'm channeling the energy. Yeah, so it's like the weighing scales were tipped out of your favour, and I feel like they're recalibrating to almost, again, the sort of 3 months, the next 3 months. It's like, so what you do at the moment is going to really emphasise that outcome and really set the scene, okay? They're talking about the tortoise and the hare, the Aesop fable here, where they're talking about the tortoise that obviously was the slow and steady approach. So they're talking here about if you are rushing into things, obviously that's great, but try and balance it maybe a little bit, because I feel like they're saying this is actually potentially longer than 3 months. They don't want you to burn yourself out. So if you're throwing down plans and there's a lot of action happening at the moment, just bear in mind that you've got a couple of months more of this where they need you to preserve energy. Okay, so let's pull some cards. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, please. What can they see the rest of September 2019? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please, and all Rising. What can they be seeing? What are they going to see now for the rest of September 2019? I did do a pre-shuffle just to sort of get the deck cleansed. I did a cleanse of this deck as well last night, so interesting. Okay, we've got 2 cards flipping over here. You guys are going to have a few choices here, but it looks like you guys could have a bit of a secret admirer here. in love. I've got the Knight of Cups at the moment. Excuse my webcam. It needs to... Someone's rushing in here with a bit of an offer, but I don't know if they've made this aware to you. I don't know if they've actually made their feelings... one sec. Yes, we've got the Lovers as well here. So you could have potentially a choice of two people here, but there is definitely one person that I feel that you may not be aware of that is potentially coming forward with an offer, but I feel like they haven't made themselves sort of known as yet. And remember when I said about the weighing scales and like recalibration, they're showing justice here. So this could be about balancing karma. This could be about, it could also be about legal action or legalities that you've got to be taken care of. But I feel like as well, this is a sense of balance. It's bringing things back into balance. If you've been, as I say, the thing I mentioned earlier about the 3 months before, if this resonates with you, I feel like that Justice card is potentially for you. What else can Sagittarius... Oh, we've got 2 other cards here that have flipped. Yeah, interesting. They're saying it's like you're going in between this energy of juggling this sort of very kind of fast moving pace, but also introspection as well. So we've got the Hermit and the 2 of Pentacles. So there's a few choices going on here, a few choices around love, around work, around movement. They're just saying try and recalibrate the introspective energy as well as the fast paced sort of moving energy, because they don't want you to burn yourself out, or they don't want you to sort of be, you know, propelling forward and then maybe sort of a few months down the line burnout potential. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Cups here as well. This is choices here. This is about a choice, a very conscious effort and a choice. And there's also a potential choice or option that's being wrapped up. And there's also a choice or option being wrapped up. For some reason, I'm focusing on the bird here in the sort of top corner. It could be that you're needing to gain a bit of a higher perspective to decide which of these choices that you want to be going with. They're just saying career and love. So maybe you've got more than one choice around the love side of things. That's going to have a potentially extremely positive outcome, because we've got the 10 of Pentacles here. Very solid foundation, very, you know, high abundance could also be for career. This is a commitment. This is a partnership. This is someone that is investing time, effort, money into something. Conscious efforts to be, you know, being made to sort of deliver whatever this is. Wow. Okay. This is interesting. It's interesting because I feel like whatever this energy was, it's like we've got, again, there's a bit of boredom and a bit of an emotional discontentment here. We've got the 4 and the 5 of Cups. As you can see, there's potentially been a little bit of an emotional fallout. Okay, but we've also got the Temperance card here. So I feel like, again, this 0 point that I spoke about, you've got a bit of healing going on here. A bit of healing coming in, and also some strength. So it's like you're kind of building your efforts up here in order to really push forward. Now, this could be your energy or someone around you. Could be an Aries. Could be you. So sort of really utilizing that masculine energy. If it's not you, it could be a divine counterpart. You could be part of a twin flame or a soulmate connection. But I feel like there's a potential renewal for this with this Temperance card and strength, because the connection is not over. But I feel like there's going to be choices here. This person could also be involved in a third party, or it could be a fire sign. Okay, so Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This is a very passionate individual, someone who, it could be yourself as well. Very passionate individual, someone that's very kind of potentially has been a little bit hurt in the past, or it could be you. 3 of Swords. Maybe someone that's feeling a bit disconnected from yourself at this present moment in time. Someone that maybe wants to get back in contact, or maybe they have options as well and they're not entirely sure. But there's a bit of a whirlwind energy with this. Yeah, look, again, we're being sort of shown the 7 of Cups in the world here. So it could be that they're trying to decide what they want, and obviously once they do, they're going to phase that out. But Spirit just saying this is going to happen very quickly. So if this relates to you, if you've got a love interest that maybe is involved with someone else, I feel like that's going to happen quite quickly, because they're also showing me the Magician. They're conjuring up something here in order to push this through. There's a huge manifestation energy with this. Again, I don't know why, but I kind of feel like I'm getting 3 again. It could be 3 days, 3 weeks. Someone's going to sort of make their presence known, they're saying to me. Someone's going to make their presence known to you. Maybe they haven't expressed how they feel. And they're coming forward and they're going to do that after having made that choice. What else can Sagittarius sun, moon, rising signs expect to see, please? September 2019. Okay, so interesting. So we've got, there's definitely some kind of love triangle going on here, okay? Because we've now got two queens. We've got the counterpart to the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, but we've also got the Queen of Swords, okay? This could either be a fire sign female, feminine energy, or male. Could be an air sign, so, you know, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then the Queen of Wands, feminine energy, could be, doesn't have to necessarily be female, could be male. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like these, there's a choice that I feel like this King of Cups is making. And again, I don't feel like he's actually speaking his truth, because King of Cups is fairly stoic. There's a lot of heavy emotion going on, but there's not so much talk of that. There's a bit of a cover up with the emotions going on here. But as you can see, we've also got the Three of Pentacles here. So I feel like the King of Cups wants to build some kind of partnership or renewal with one or both of these people, but it's like they're trying to choose, and one needs to phase out before the other one can be, you know, foundations can be built. So Sagittarius sun, moon, rising. What else can Sagittarius sun, moon, rising? Oh my goodness, this, whoever this is really determined, because look, he's come out again. It's the offering of love, an offering of emotions. Someone that maybe hasn't actually professed their love or professed how they feel before, but they're very determined to move forward. Now this could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, or you could be the Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, and there's a cross watcher. But this is the thing, it's like there's an Ace of Wands that has also been sort of fallen out with that Knight of Cups, and this is a new project, new creative projects. This could also be passion, very kind of new energy here, but it's around building something. It's around not just passion and sort of obviously sexuality, but I don't know why I'm laughing at that. Why do I feel really giddy? Maybe you guys are feeling really giddy at the moment, but I don't know why I needed to laugh at that. But I feel like I've got this really giddy and feminine energy, kind of like I want to laugh at that kind of Ace of Wands. And that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I've just realised how bad that sounds. Not that you're going to laugh at, yeah, but you know what I mean. Dig in that hole. Okay, so what else can Sagittarius sun, moon, rising? Okay, so interesting. We've got the Judgment card here. Now in this deck it's called Karma. And look at that moon. Look at that moon in the background. Now, definitely something's going on tonight. Because look, you've got three people here that are pretty much outside of that moon, who are aware. They are very much connected to that moon. They're very much aware of circumstances, surroundings. What insights? Someone's going to be getting strong insights tonight, okay? And if it's not tonight, I feel like the remnants of this energy for the next few days is going to carry this forward. And there's going to be revelations. I feel like people are going to be kind of hit with some truth here. I feel like that people are going to be hit with a few truths. Yeah, look, Three of Pentacles. Someone may want to work with you as well. Someone may want to work with you with this. It could be that they want to reconnect. There could be a contract being offered. It could be a creative project. But someone's very focused on, oh my goodness. And I've just realised he's drawing a pentacle. It's potentially around money. It could be around love as well, because we also drew this for the Knight of Cups as well. But actually, no, it was the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. But for this one, I feel like this could also link to work. Someone's potentially going to reach out to you. Could be after the next few days for a work project. Look out for that one. And again, they're saying two, so you could also be seeing choices around that as well. You could have more than one offer. So just pay attention to that. Yeah, look, someone is coming in very quickly with this offer, because the Knight of Swords, very fast moving, very kind of, very quick, fast moving pace to this. And obviously swords being mental plane and sort of communication. I don't feel like this person's holding back. I feel like this could also be a love offer, as well as the work contract, work project, work offer. Okay, what else can Sagittarius sun, moon, rising expect to see for the rest of September 2019? What else can Sagittarius sun, moon, rising expect to see for September 2019. They're saying, I feel like that's... You're going to laugh. And it's the King of Cups. This guy, I feel like this guy is like, he is definitely coming in to say something. If it's not to do with a work project, this is someone who is definitely interested, because look at the focus on his face as well. Not that you can see it with the webcam, but you know, look at the focus on the face. Oh dear, here we go. Can you see that? It's a very quiet determination. Do you know what I mean? It's very kind of, he's got his eyes on you. That sounds a bit creepy, but there's, I'm not going to lie, there's a bit of a fiery energy going on here, but it's not just surface level. There's a depth to it. It's like someone has very strong emotions, but they're also feeling a little bit passionate. And I keep laughing about that fire. See, this is the thing. I feel like you could be a bit giddy and a bit girly, or I shouldn't say that because it could be, you know, female approaching a male, but it could be that there's a bit of that kind of banter between you guys. It could be that there's something very kind of puppy love about it. And that's not to say it's not a mature offer, because he's the King of Cups, but there's something I just feel a bit giddy about around this energy. I don't know. Okay, let's see what the outcome... What's the outcome for this here? But that King of Cups, strong energy, very strong energy. What is the outcome here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising signs? What is the outcome? Okay, this is good. Okay, let's see if this webcam picks it up. Okay, so this is for people, I feel like someone's going to take a leap of faith here, because... we've got the Fool. We've got the Fool. So this is someone that's stepping out of maybe their comfort zone. This could be you or this King of Cups. Again, to take part in that project, to the new start. Again, the Fool is the 0 in the tarot deck. It's the new start. It's like someone is stepping out here and is very focused on, again, bit of childlike kind of innocence there, where they're sort of jumping out into the sort of unknown, but they're prepared to do that, because we've got, again, another three of wands. So they're surveying their future. They're waiting for their ships to come in. They know what they want. And the leap of faith is there. The leap of faith is there. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I don't... Oh. Okay, now be aware that if this resonates with you guys, if it doesn't, obviously this is general reading, so this is the more prolific of the energy coming through. If it doesn't resonate, then check another video, maybe that will. If this resonates with you up until this point, I feel like they may be wounded a bit of a broken heart here, so just tread very carefully, because I just feel like this person's been through a little bit of turmoil. There's a bit of heart chakra block here, so if they're coming through with that Knight of Swords energy and it's very kind of blunt, weigh it up with that Justice card. Just make sure, I mean, obviously don't accept rubbish, you know, totally don't do that. But if they're genuinely trying and you notice that, but maybe they seem a little bit emotionally unbalanced, like just give them a bit of time, because I feel like they may need that, if that makes sense. So, but just obviously if they're extremely brash and the energy, it's just you're not feeling it, then trust with your gut instinct. Don't just accept crumbs for the sake of it. But yeah, any final outcomes here for Sagittarius? They just keep saying about future projects as well. Yeah, and this is the thing. We've got the Queen of Swords here. Okay, now she came up earlier, but I feel like potentially the Three of Swords could be relating to this individual who could have really hurt. So again, air sign energy. I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like there's been a bit of a mental conflict going on, but I feel like this individual could have initiated that, capitalized on it, and playing a few games with this male, or this King of Cups, should I say, because again, he's a bit wounded. Any further insights here? Any outcomes for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? Any outcomes? What's the outcome for Sagittarius? Oh, brilliant. Okay, and again, we've got very fast communication here. Someone could be traveling to you. This could be very quickly coming in or very quickly leaving. So that things could be really steps, like moving quite quick at the moment here. So watch for that. But this could also indicate travel. Is someone far away from you that's coming to visit you? Are you being offered a contract overseas? It's kind of that kind of energy. The other thing here is just pay attention for this, because the only thing with this, with the Five of Wands, is a little bit of a conflicting energy here. So I want to say, if someone's rushing in with communication and they're a little bit direct, I wouldn't be replying straight away, because I feel like they either don't know how to approach you and they're trying to initiate a bit of a conflict here in order to get a conversation going, or there's been a bit of unfinished business. They're trying to come in, they're trying to give communication, and they don't quite know how to go about it, and it's coming in a bit brash and a bit direct and a bit blunt. So just watch for that. Also watch for anyone that does approach you around work, because I don't know, there's something around the energy here where it's a bit conflicting here. So just don't be making any quick decisions. I wouldn't be. I would be weighing up my options, certainly today on the 13th of September, because there's no way anyone's going to be making a decision. But don't forget, we've got Saturn going direct on the 18th. I'd be looking at making a decision from that point onwards. I wouldn't be... And what did I just say? What did I say? I said the Sun card. I'm getting an energy of a Sun card. Look. I knew it. If you just watch for the pointers that I've given, if this resonates with you, again, very careful with that kind of very quick communication and rushed communication. But if you do everything and just sort of take a very kind of balanced approach to everything, and like I said, weigh up the last 3 months, you know, as well as the sort of following 3 months, make sure communication with whoever this individual is coming in, either through work or through love, make a very balanced effort at sort of, don't take any bait. If someone's trying to bait you into an argument, don't take the bait, for goodness sake. If you do that and take a very concerted effort into balancing your energy, this is a very positive outcome for this month. And this is optimism, this is joy, this is happiness, this is like one of the best cards in the deck. And sorry, but the white horse as well, this is hope, this is like freedom. There's a very strong freedom element with this. It's like someone already knows what they want and they're getting it. So guys, what amazing energy. I think this is going to be a really amazing month for you guys that this resonates with. If it doesn't, check another video, or you can contact me for a personalized reading. I do post from Monday to Friday. Please do subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you found this at all useful or thought it resonated, please do like the video. Thanks so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll be posting Monday now. Monday's video will be Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Thanks. Bye.